Smells nice, clean. New shampoo?
Body on tap.
Body on Tap.
Today, we're exploring 15 iconic beauty products from the 1970s that made our bathrooms look like miniature drugstores and turned our skincare routines into full-blown events. So sit back, put your feet up, and let's revisit some of those unforgettable beauty staples from our youth, or of my sisters at least. Number 1. Calgone Bath Beads. Take Me Away.
Calgone, take me away!
Lose your cares in the luxury of a Calgone bath. Calgone softens the water.
In the bustling chaos of the 1970s, the phrase, Calgone, take me away, became more than just advertising. It was practically a battle cry. Calgone bath beads promised more than a luxurious bath. They promised escape. Those tiny, pearl-like beads dissolved into warm water, releasing fragrances that made you feel as if you'd entered your own personal spa retreat. While I didn't exactly have first-hand experience lounging in baths of scented beads, Calgone commercials made sure everyone knew about them. The advertisements usually featured someone overwhelmed by everyday life, calling upon Calgone to whisk them away to relaxation. Every bathroom cabinet seemed to have a box, and even if you never personally soaked in a Calgone bath, just the scent alone made bathrooms feel instantly luxurious. Number 2. Buff Puff Facial Sponges. Every household seemed to have these Buff Puff facial sponges lying around the bathroom sink. People used these scrubby little discs to buff their faces until they practically shined. It wasn't gentle, but that's exactly what we thought good skincare was back then. If your face didn't feel freshly sandpapered, you clearly weren't doing it right. Number 3. Aqua Net Hairspray, the indestructible legend. Aqua Net. If there was ever a product that summed up the essence of 1970s hairstyles, it had to be Aqua Net Hairspray. This stuff was industrial-strength scaffolding for your head. I watched in awe as women, and even some guys with adventurous hairstyles, would spray this aerosol with reckless abandon, creating towering hairstyles that defied gravity, wind, rain, and possibly even the laws of physics. Once Aqua Net set in, the hairstyle was immovable, a shining helmet resistant to everything except maybe a nuclear blast. It might have been sticky, and it definitely had that unmistakable chemical smell, but everyone knew it got the job done. You wanted volume? Aqua Net delivered? You needed staying power at the disco? Aqua Net had your back. Decades later, I'm pretty sure archaeologists could excavate hairstyles preserved by this magical aerosol. Number 4. Tame Creme Rinse, the smooth operator.
Tame has clean conditioning formulas that won't over-condition your hair.
Smells fresh.
Back in the 70s, hair care routines weren't complete without Tame Creme Rinse. Now, I wasn't spending hours detangling my hair, but everyone I knew swore by this stuff. It promised silky, smooth results. And judging by how quickly bottles flew off the shelves, it must have worked wonders. The creamy formula supposedly softened even the most unruly hair. People talked about it like a minor miracle. It transformed snarled, stubborn hair into smooth strands you could effortlessly glide a comb through. Watching those commercials, you'd swear that a life without Tame Creme Rinse was one filled with struggle, tears, and broken combs. It wasn't flashy or fragrant like other products of the era, but its cult-like following spoke volumes about its quiet effectiveness. Number 5. QT Quick Tanning Lotion. Before spray tans or bronzing powders existed, there was QT. This product promised an instant, natural-looking tan and usually delivered varying shades of streaky orange. Still, it was wildly popular. People proudly wore their QT tans, even if it occasionally meant explaining that they hadn't actually visited a radioactive beach. Hey, quick thing. Turns out most folks watching these videos aren't subscribed yet. Wild, right? So here's the deal. If you found yourself coming back for more, do me a solid and tap that subscribe button. It's quick, it's free, and it helps me keep digging up more of these memories we all love. If this is your first time here, no worries. Take your time. But if you've watched a few and you're enjoying the ride, I'd be grateful for the support. And hey, I'm also over on Facebook if you want to keep the nostalgia rolling. We swap stories, share photos, and keep that retro energy going strong. Hope to see you there. Number 6. Yardley Pot O Gloss, Shine in a Tin. Before twist-up tubes and squeeze applicators took over, there was Yardley Pot O Gloss, packaged in little round tins that fit perfectly in a purse or back pocket. The colors ranged from sheer pinks to deeper berry tones, but no matter the shade, the finish was always high gloss. It caught the light just right, especially under those roller rink strobes or the glow of a car dashboard on date night. Sticky? Sure. Messy? A little. But if your lips didn't look like you just dipped them in sugar water, were you even trying? Number 7. Campo Phenique Antiseptic. While beauty might not be the first thing you associate with Campo Phenique, everyone knew that little green bottle. Its potent medicinal smell promised to fix almost any skin issue that could come up, from acne flare-ups to mysterious curling iron burns. A few drops, and the scent alone reassured you that healing was on the way. Number 8. Baby Oil and Iodine Tanning Mixture. Forget SPF. Back then, the goal was the deepest possible tan. Consequences be damned. Baby oil mixed with iodine became the DIY tanning accelerator of choice. The combination smelled faintly chemical and left skin sizzling like bacon. But hey, if beauty meant risking a second-degree sunburn, so be it. Number 9. Bain de Soleil, Orange Gelée, the bronze standard.
In Saint-Tropez, almost all they wear is the deep, dark color of...
Bain de Soleil was hard to miss. Bright orange gel in a metallic tube that looked like it belonged in a high-end toolkit. It wasn't just tanning stuff, it was the deluxe version. Compared to the usual baby oil and iodine mix, this stuff felt expensive. Fancy, even. The kind of thing you'd see someone pull out at the pool with long nails and a cosmopolitan magazine. The gel itself was thick, bold in color, and smelled like every beach dream packed into a tube. Tropical, sweet, and unmistakably 1970s. If someone walked past you wearing it, you knew. It left a glossy layer on the skin that caught the sun in all the right ways and promised that perfect deep bronze everyone was chasing. People swore it worked better than anything else, and judging by how often the tubes were squeezed to their last drop, maybe it did. Number 10. Bonnie Bell Lip Smackers. Lip Smackers turned lip balm into a snack. From strawberry to root beer, these flavored balms were deliciously addictive. People constantly reapplied them, probably more for taste than hydration. If your lips weren't flavored like your favorite soda or candy, you were missing out. Number 11. Body On Tap Shampoo, Brewed Beauty in a Bottle.
Clean. I mean really clean. And it holds any set I want.
New beer-enriched shampoo, Body on Tap.
Who would have thought beer belonged in shampoo? Well, in the 70s, someone did, and Body on Tap shampoo was born. This quirky innovation promised body, shine, and, most intriguingly, a dash of rebellion. Suddenly, everyone's hair care routines included beer-infused shampoo, making showers feel like you were taking a quick dip in a brewery. The bottle itself proudly advertised its beer content, capturing the attention of both curious adults and mischievous teens. While it didn't exactly leave you smelling like your local bar, the idea alone was thrilling enough. It promised the bounce and shine of freshly poured ale. And hey, who was I to question that? It's no wonder Body on Tap quickly became a memorable staple, turning a mundane morning shower into a slightly rebellious act. Number 12. LOreal Styling Mousse.
I use the most expensive hair color in the world, preferenced by LOreal. It's not that I care about money, it's that I care about my hair.
Before hair gels and creams got sophisticated, LOreal Mousse was the go-to styling foam. It turned hair into something sculptural, solid and stiff, yet somehow bouncy. People would squeeze it out of that sleek silver can, whip it into their hair, and wait for it to dry rock hard. Style and flexibility weren't always compatible. Number 13. Exclamation Perfume Gift Sets. Nothing shouted gift idea louder than those Exclamation fragrance sets, complete with body lotion and roll-on deodorant. Their distinctive black and white bottles with bright punctuation branding practically begged you to notice them. They were marketed to teens, yet became gifts for everyone, suggesting there was no wrong age for smelling like excitement. Number 14. Herbal Essences Shampoo, Original Green Bottle.
I just found a new shampoo that makes your hair so gorgeous and full.
You're gonna sweat.
There was something magical about that original green bottle of Herbal Essences shampoo. The moment you twisted off the cap, the room filled with a scent I can still recall instantly. Fresh, slightly floral, and impossible to replicate. The smell was so good it almost seemed edible, and that goddess figure printed on the bottle always made it feel like there was something mystical about the whole experience. Number 15. Jurgens Lotion. Jurgens Lotion was one of those staples you could find in just about every household. It wasn't flashy, but it delivered. Day after day, year after year. The soft, powdery scent was instantly recognizable, and the formula was all about comfort. It soaked into dry skin without feeling greasy, leaving hands, elbows, and everything else feeling smooth and taken care of. No fuss, no hype, just a reliable bottle of skin-soothing tradition. Looking back, these beauty products defined an era. We may not miss the burn of sea breeze or the sticky embrace of QT tan, but we certainly miss how vividly these things marked our days. If your bathroom cabinet looked anything like mine, it was a colorful, chaotic testament to youthful optimism. I hope this nostalgic tour reminded you of a simpler time when beauty was loud, proud, and occasionally painful, but always memorable. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this nostalgic stroll. And if I left something out, tell me in the comments below. Nostalgia's best when we share it. Until next time, keep these memories alive and keep smiling.